toss it over to our casters, Wavepunk and Findable Carpet. All yours.
Thanks, Golden Boy. Me and Findable Carpet back here on the desk. And we have an interesting game before us with a team that we don't really know that much about, and that leaves lots of mystery and lots of intrigue. So we'll see what happens.
Pepiopi.
Dark Jedi Slayer. I'm just going to call him Dark Jedi Slayer at this point, because that's just a better name, right?
Well, the coolest part is, I actually do know Krios, Laz, not to be confused with Kaz. Laz, I've seen both those guys play. I've seen them around quite a bit. They're skilled players. But like we said, I know they haven't had a huge battle up until now.
Sure.
And with the opposing team just going against Genesis and playing so well against them,
right?
They're going to, they brought up a good point over at the analyst desk. They're going to be coming out strong. They have their heads high. They almost, had a chance of knocking out Genesis, again, one of the top 4 or 5 teams.
For sure. Well, and props to Neo for making it this far into the bracket. Like they were saying, thousands of teams in this bracket. You know that this has been a gauntlet for them. So you got to give them some credit here. I'm looking forward to see who these mysterious newcomers are. We will get into with this here. Empyreal in the orange with Neo in the blue. Pepiopi going to win kickoff, getting kind of tangled up there with Krios, but the ball going to remain pretty neutral just south of the orange half line there. See Odie Joey setting this one up for his teammates. No one really going to follow it up. Just going to leave it there for Neo to try and take a shot. Pepio goes high. Bell able to push this one out. We'll see if they're able to convert onto offense.
A whole lot of slowness usually coming out, but right here we got an opportunity potentially coming out for Neo. Neo just need to make sure that neither team needs to underestimate each other. Imperial might feel good after that win, but like I said, there's some skill on the side of Neo, and they can easily catch them off guard. We don't want to see another situation with Genesis kind of underestimating Imperial. They just need to really give it their all and coming out of the best. It's only a best of 3.
Krios, Pepiopi up on the wall, both pushing this one into LMP territory. Imperial going to try and push this one out. Fireworks bouncing it off the wall, but Laz reads it very well. Now Pepiopi with ball control, going to take a shot onto net. It's going to get blocked by Odie Jody. Here's a follow-up. Not going to happen. Blocked again, and the ball sitting right here at the half-field line, midfield on the wall. Fireworks whiffs on that one, leaves it for Laz, but Bell able to get the touch. The ball's going to cross in front of the net. If anyone can get here to dunk it away, not going to happen. Pepiopi puts it into the corner.
Good defensive communication. Krios wasn't going to get the best touch he wanted, and it really couldn't clear it out. But Pepiopi's like, don't worry, I'm going to help secure it. No one actually came up quickly on Imperial, but if they even had come up kind of slower, there was a good chance that Krios would have just given them the center. So both teams seem to have good, cohesive defense, but they're not really turning it into anything offensively.
We see Empyreal up on the offense, but not able to create anything. Laz with an open goal, whiffs on that one. The ball's going to end up in Imperial's corner. Odie Joey to try and press this one out. Fireworks is backwards in front of his own goal. Laz goes up for the shot. Bell able to get the block. Like you're saying, not really all that much, cohesion coming out of these teams right now. They're able to take shots, but it's always kind of straight at a goal that's got at least 1 or 2 goalies, and it's straight at the goalie. Fireworks trying to set this one up for his teammates. We're 3 minutes into this game, and we're still scoreless.
They have to make sure that they're careful on their placements. I mentioned it before earlier today, you don't have to take a shot on net just because the net's in front of you and you have a shot. If there's someone in net, or if they've got someone that's going to make a clear, hard save, all you're doing is giving them possession. It just happens to be in front of the net.
Joey.
So your better option is probably to put it to the side and give yourself a chance to make a play out of it.
For sure. We saw, what I was going to say was Joey. We saw him going up for that ball and then going to hit the goalie, but didn't get the shot or the goalie at this point. So hopefully Imperial's able to kind of clean their play up, and hopefully we're going to see Neo also tightening things up on the offense and see someone make a score. There's a shot from Fireworks. Going to get blocked easily. We've crossed over halftime. Still 0-0. Bell takes a shot off the wall. Pepiopi able to pick this one up. He's got ball control. He's going to hold on to it. See if he can get it past 1. Just got to get past 2. Not going to happen. Fireworks getting the block. They're going to push this over. There's a shot onto net. Bell, great rotation from Imperial. Good presence in net. Now Bell's pushing this one back into blue territory. Neo needs to do something with this.
Take a look at some of these hits when they're trying to transition from defense to offense and they get a hard clear. No one's following up. Both these teams are just kind of giving a hard clear. Right there. He tried to attempt a hard clear and no one followed up. Let's see if it's going to happen again. Another one. It was a little too far. No one's following up. This poor hit might actually not work too much in their favor. But both these teams are just giving possession away instead of following through and making pressure out of it.
Bell with ball control and to try and push this one out. Now Odie Joey picking it up and going to put it into the blue territory. It's going to bounce close to the net. Pepiopi hard clearing it back. The ball's on target, and there's a nice touch from Laz. It's going to hang down, and Pepiopi's able to put it in. There's the first point on the board for Neo.
This contest is perfect. He knows he's probably not going to get this touch, but he goes to contest to take the shot. Laz and Bell both meet up in the middle, and it goes in favor of Laz. He gets more of his car on it, pushes it over net. And Pepiopi, I love saying this guy's name, just came in to finalize the goal. No one was actually able to get behind it and get in the way on the side of Empyreal.
Pepiopi, the Dark Jedi Slayer, doing his thing. 124, Bell trying to carry this one past the whole team. It's not going to happen. OD Joey keeping the pressure on. Got the ball up in the corner. 117 left to go. 1 point favor of Neo. Imperial needs to make something happen. That ball kind of set up there for Neo. No, they're not going to be able to put it in. Krios trying to take the shot. Bell on the wall. Going to pass this one out to Fireworks, who puts it over into Neo territory. A nice shot onto net. Liza's going to be able to get there and put it into the corner. Krios going to try and pick this one up and continue to push it out right now. They just got to hold on for a minute more. But there's a great shot. It's going to go. Pepiopi couldn't quite get there. That's tie game.
OD Joey seeing the placement. He noticed that a goalie was kind of starting to cheat out. This is where you got to be careful. If no one can contest it and you know a player's not going to get there, there's a solid chance that there could be a shot on net. And we saw a goalie from Neo started to cheat out. He wanted to become the part of the play, but no one on his team was even close to being able to contest that.
Right.
OD Joey just sniped it right into net.
53 seconds, tie game. We see Imperial trying to score again. Fireworks went up for it, not going to happen. Bell also goes up, and there's another whiff. See, Joey can create the pressure. We talked about last game, Joey really being an MVP on this squad. Right now, he's the only one really making solid ball contact, but here's some team passing. We'll see if they can put it in. Not going to happen. Some great interference from Krios. Going to push this one out, convert onto offense. It's an open goal. If Krios can just beat him to it, if he's going to bump Fireworks, ball's going to end up in the corner. But right now, it's looking like Imperial does have a bit of ball control. Pepiopi going to try and shoot this one out. There we go, back and forth. Fireworks going to be able to get the final touch, keep it in the corner. Final countdown happening here. Anyone can take this at the moment, but there's just not been any shots materializing. There's kind of a tearaway into the far corner. Final 10 seconds. It's going to come down. Bell's going to probably go up for this one. There's Pepiopi. Oh, he misses. He had the whiff. Just so close. The shot was perfectly hanged there. The Imperial player didn't even get up and touch it. There's a final shot from Laz, but it's going to touch the ground. We have overtime in game one.
They just need, either team, they're kind of doing the same mistake. They're not being cohesive when they're going from defense to offense. And it's weird because Imperial, it's almost like when they knew they were going against Genesis.
Oh, there's a shot from Fireworks. Laz able to get the save. Well done.
Very close. But when they knew they were going against a strong team, they picked up the pace and they kept it. They kept the aggression. And now that they're going against a team they might not know so well, it's like they're feeling them out too much. Like, you don't need to do that. Do exactly what you did against Genesis. Keep interrupting the plays. Keep the shots coming. But right now, Neo's actually taking advantage of whatever room they have, and they've been able to put just as many shots on as Imperial.
Oh, Krios trying to just dribble it around all of the Imperial players. Couldn't quite get it past OD Joey. Some great kind of backwards defense from OD Joey there, keeping that ball out of his own net. Now we're seeing Fireworks trying to create some pressure. Two players from Neo up on the wall. OD Joey sets it up for Bell, who comes out of goal. Bell is low on boost, though, and is not going to be able to do anything with it. Pepiopi sets it back up in goal and goes for the goalie zone, but his teammates fall back. There's the shot from Fireworks. Laz fell. He got the save. It was good that one of them fell back, but still, you saw Pepiopi go in and zone the goalies, and then no one would follow up with the shot. The goalie zone doesn't work if no one can take the shot. Great shot from Krios. Fireworks able to stand up and block that one out. Minute into overtime here, we still have a tie game.
Finally seeing some barrages of shots, more than just one. We're seeing 2, 3, sometimes 4 shots in succession, which is exactly what you need to do to break down the defense. And now both teams are kind of starting to pull off in this overtime. They want that first win, and a best of 3 is what you need. You need to make sure that you feel like you can take it.
Oh, Laz trying to go for the mind games. He's gotten it past all 3 players, but he took so long to do it. OD Joey and Bell had rotated back onto defense. Bell going to try and pop that one up. Fireworks in goal. Needs to get the touch. He does, just barely, though, from Pepiopi. Here's the follow-up shots. Really good stuff coming out from Neo right now, creating that pressure you were talking about. Here's OD Joey trying to press this one out. They need to transition onto the offense and get a siege of their own going. They're winning all the 1v1s right now, but so far it really hasn't turned into anything for them. Here's Fireworks up. Again, going to win the touch, but it doesn't really go anywhere. OD Joey going to push it into the corner. Krios back on defense. He comes out from goal a little too far. That might be bad. He got up and touched the ball, though. Nice bicycle hit to keep it away from OD Joey.
Somehow both these teams are managing to get themselves in net and facing themselves in the correct orientation to be prepared for a lot of these shots, which is unexpected considering how fast they're kind of going from defense to offense.
Yeah.
But they're not materializing it quick enough. Some of these shots are taking just...
Laz puts it on the crossbar. Krios with the follow-up. Pepio be able to put it in. Neo takes game 1.
Taking game 1, this is exactly what they need to do to keep the pressure up. It comes off that back wall, and even when you hit it off the backboard, you see what he did? He forced Joey to go up for the touch just in case it was going in. He had to try and read it, and it didn't go in. That left just a wide open net if they didn't rotate back quick enough, which is exactly what happened. And that leaves Neo able to take game 1 off of Empyreal, even after Empyreal showed so well against Genesis.
Yeah, and Empyreal, really the stronger team on offense right now, coming out with 10 shots to just the 5 from the Neo squad. But Neo taking the win, making the most out of those shots, and just really standing strong and being very strong on the defense as well.
They rotated back quick. Imperial, they took a little bit too long sometimes to take the shot.
Sure.
They kind of maybe forced plays that weren't there, and it gave Neo the opportunity to get in the net and prepare themselves. And sometimes they would just take shots when they weren't necessary.
Absolutely.
It might be you might have a decent breakaway, but if there's like a person sitting in net just waiting for your shot and you don't have the angle,
sure.
all you're doing is giving him possession and letting him clear it over your head.
Sure. When you have, this is 7 saves from Pepiopi and the Neo squad to the 8 shots or the 10 shots on the side of Fireworks. Like, that's some really, really strong defense. You talked about it in the middle of the game that they had, you were amazed at like how fast they were able to convert from offense back into defense and get set up in goal. A really hard position to go. You don't know where the teammates where the teams are gonna be shooting at, and just to be in the right spot every time. Really impressive stuff from this Neo squad that we had not heard of before today.
It was more just the fact that not only did they rotate back quick enough, but they did it with high communication and high map awareness. They never really grouped up in net, at least not in a detrimental way.
Game number 2. Imperial trying to press up onto the offense, see if they can be a little bit more productive this time around. Joey going for a very unnecessary backflip there onto this ball and try and get the bullies at midfield. Just try and get it past. Just everyone kind of sitting and looking at the ball at midfield, not really sure what's going on. Laz takes a shot. Bell gets interference, but Laz has a follow-up. Bounces off the backboard. Good stuff from Empyreal, keeping that one out of net, but that one's lofted out to midfield. Krios couldn't quite get the shot he was looking for, and Fireworks in net is able to pop this one back out. But my goodness, this is quite the siege coming out from Neo right now.
Neo is contesting things as early as they can. This is where Imperial was so strong against Genesis, which is why I'm slightly confused to see them sitting back a little bit more on defense, letting Neo play their game. And it's exactly when they started to lose to Genesis. So maybe Imperial just needs to get their mindset in it and get their heads in like a more fast.
What a shot from Pepiopi! Just the laser beam from his own territory, the long shot, going to put them up.
Bell went up for this corner. Fireworks was already in the corner, trying to retreat back. I'm trying to find where the third player was. I think he might have been on the side.
He was right
getting
in midfield.
Boost. He was in midfield, potentially getting boost, or maybe trying to communicate to come up for a shot. But I mean, those open goal shots should not be happening at this tier.
407, Neo up again over Empyreal right now. You got to wonder if some tilt is happening. That ball lofted right in front there. Fireworks is not going to miss that one. He's going to tie it up.
Able to keep themselves in the game, hopefully keep their minds up. Bell, again, it's the top backboard touches. It messes everyone up. And the reason you want to stop that is because as soon as it comes off the backboard, it's now heading out towards your opponents and away from you as a defender. So you want to prevent that. But if you mess up, like we just saw, all you're going to do is center it better.
Yeah, Pepiopi and Laz both going up for that one, both missing. That was just spelled into such disaster. It was right there, so easy for Fireworks to put it away. 3:52 left to go, and it's a tie game here in game number 2. The winner of this match moves on to qualify, or moves on into a qualifier match for the group stages. So we will see who is able to take this one out. Neo looking very strong. A lot of players stacked up in that corner there. Fireworks going to be able to carry this one out. Bell hanging back, waiting to see what happens. He's going to see some whiffs there, but Krios comes over and puts over everybody. The ball's just hanging up. Where's the third Neo player? No one wants to go for it. They're giving him so much space. Finally, Fireworks picks up ball control, takes the lead, and is going to try to put this one into the corner, see if he can set up something for his teammates. He's not able to get past any of the Neo defenders.
Interesting that ball just kind of floated there so long. You saw Joey actually jumped up, prepared for a shot, and then it making him look a little bit silly because no one was there. He just hopped up for no reason. But, I mean, that was kind of both the teams not going for it. They're almost like a little bit scared of each other. They don't want to take this loss.
Oh, Pepiopi tried to read that one. Didn't quite get the touch he was looking for. Laz with the follow-up. He passes it back to the midfield. Joey with a nice kind of turnaround, being able to pick up ball control, but Pepiopi, such strong, fast rotations from Neo right now, getting back onto the defense and always kind of being there, always having a presence in their own half while simultaneously being very strong up and on the offense and being able to create these sieges. Really impressive stuff. 2:42 left to go, still a tie game. Fireworks going to try and push this one up, but gets loose. Ball still in the corner. Now Bell with a kind of a decent touch, not much speed behind it, but he pushes it all the way into blue territory. Krios is able to get that one, though. A lot of back and forth right now. You kind of wonder, is Neo hanging back and playing defensive, just looking for the holes to shoot for? Is EMP just trying to create anything they can? They don't seem to be able to get much ball control right now, but we've crossed over halftime, and it's still just a tie game.
Neo is actually playing a wide rotation right now. They're leaving somebody back in the midfield. All they're really doing is just keeping it in Imperial's half, which eventually just kind of make them, they're just going to start getting frustrated. When you're sitting on defense for upwards of 30 seconds, and all you're doing is trying to save shot after shot, you start to get antsy, you start to get frustrated. Eventually someone might cheat up.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot there from Fireworks, putting his team up.
But if Neo doesn't rotate back quick enough, we just saw 2 players in Neo go up, which they've actually done a pretty good job of. Pepiopi thought he had time. Fireworks redirecting it from the side. What a fast shot. like, I mean, that's just one of those things. Like, there's no way he was going to save it unless he was already sitting in net.
Right.
He thought he had control of it, and this could actually cost him the game.
Yeah, that was incredible. It was 124 kilometers per hour that he was able to get on that ball. It was an impressive speed. And like you said, impossible to get back unless you were already back in goal. So great play there from the midfield. Good shooting by Fireworks. 1:47 left to go. He's got his team up by 1. They're pressing back into the offense right now. Imperial going to kind of leave ball just living right there. Let Laz take it up. He's got it set in front of the net. Bell pops it over to the side. No one going to be able to get there as Fireworks pushes it back out up to the midfield line. Puts it into the corner. Bell moves over into the dunk position to see if he can get there. Not going to happen. Pepe gets it over the top. It's open. Bell comes from the side. What a save by Bell.
Good prediction from Bell. Oh! Another one!
But Krios is able to tie it up with 1:22 left to go.
This was a good tight angle. They thought they were safe after Bell made the save. They're like, oh man, nice one. But instead of it hitting the corner, it bounced off the sidewall, which just put it right back towards the middle. Krios maybe could have been a little bit more patient to give himself a better angle, but he knew he had the skill for it. He's like, you know what, I'm going to take it off this bounce. I'm going to be able to make this tight angle. And he ends up putting it on net before anyone in Neo realizes it was actually going to show up. Or Empyreal, apologies.
We talk all the time about how important follow-up is. Bell made an incredible save, but his team was still in the flux of the defensive rotation. And they were able to capitalize right there. Krios tying the game up. Final minute approaching. Anybody could take this. Neo is up by 1 in the series. They could put it away right now. They could send Empyreal home with this, which would be an incredible upset from a team we had not heard of before. Final minute. Anyone can take this. Let's see what happens as OD Joey picks up ball control and then just leaves it. Laz puts it onto the backboard. It's going to bounce very high. Pepe waiting for it. To do a sloppy touch. Bell's able to pick it up. Ball still kind of sitting in a lofty, weird spot in front of orange goal. Finally, a good clear from OD Joey. Sends it all the way into the corner. 30 seconds left. He pops it up in front of the goal. Laz keeps it in the corner. A follow-up from Bell. It's going to hit the post. So close. Oh, you got to feel for him on that one. It was just barely wide. 30 seconds left. The shot from the wall is going to be cleared, and now OD Joey and Bell both go for that shot. Bell following it up. He's going to go for it. Not going to be able to get it through. Laz with the defense. Such strong defense coming out from this Neo squad. 19 seconds left. We'll see if anybody can put this in or if we'll have overtime. Pepe keeping this out. Such great defense from this Neo squad. I'm so impressed with how they're able to keep this out of goal, and now they're back onto the offense. We've seen Fireworks coming up from the back, able to clear it up. It's his last chance. Do or die. Can anyone put it out there? There's the pop out from Joey. Pepe keeps it in the corner. OD Joey with the touch, and here's the finish. Is it going to go? No!
What?
Overtime. Wow!
I think there might have been a backflip in there when he really should have taken the shot. All of a sudden, someone like that, they were about to slam it in, and they just slowed down, and everybody from Neo just came flying across the net.
But Laz going to get it past. Oh, not going to happen. Fireworks able to clear it one out. But yeah, that was a crazy finish to regulation.
That was so close from coming out of Imperial, just trying to sink it in. But here they are.
Oh, it's set up. Pepe is the only one there. Laz puts it in. Neo knocks out Imperial.
That's it. Neo now gets the opportunity to qualify for group stages. And we've mentioned, we keep mentioning, like, it's a team we haven't heard of. When you have a big qualifier like this, a lot of good players are going to start making new rosters, new teams.
Yeah.
They want to play. And like we said, we've heard of some of these players have been in the competitive scene for a while.
Sure.
I've run into them quite a bit in the ESLs, other competitions. So, when we mention, obviously they made it this far. They're one game away from potentially qualifying for the group stages. This is an insanely talented team.
Yeah.
I don't want to deceive anybody by saying, oh, we never heard of these guys. Like, as a roster, no, we haven't. But as players, obviously they're showing their worth.
Yeah, no, I can't believe that. That was an incredible game. Even shots, but 4 saves to 8 to force even saves as well. It's such a crazy even game here from both teams. And my goodness, we've been looking all RLCS for a team to come through this qualifier that we've never heard of and to start upsetting the old dogs. We might have that here. I'm not going to go as far as say we got it, but we might. I'm so excited. Golden Boy, guys on the desk, I got to get your thoughts on this. What do you guys think?
Wow. Good thing we didn't make any predictions, huh? Like, that would have been really bad. Man, congratulations to Neo. Now, they're not in the qualification, they're not in group stages just yet. That was not a qualification match, but they are moving on to that match. And that is huge. We just saw Empyreal go toe-to-toe with Genesis, a team that many felt were, Genesis is one of the top teams in North America, and they went toe-to-toe with them. And I actually thought Empyreal was going to find their way into qualifications once again, only to fall like that against Neo 2-0, a team that came out of nowhere. I feel bad because I even said, they really haven't played anyone coming up to this point. Well, they just did. They just beat Empyreal, and now they made a name for themselves. So congratulations to Krios, Laz, and Pepe. Now we all know your name, buddy, because you got a lot of goals. Gibbs, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, Neo took it to him. It was that simple. Imperial probably should have took game 1. Their shots were just inaccurate or too easy of saves. They had 10 shots in game 1 to only 5 for Neo, but Neo's shots counted, and that's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, you should have saw, like, there was so many shots, and that even applied to Neo, where they hit the crossbar or the post over and over and over again. So they really could have, I mean, piled them on, but it was really Empyreal just, they looked flat, completely honest. I mean, they've been in the kind of that bubble spot for the top 10 for a very long time. They were previously known as Vision, for those that don't know, and it's because of games in series like this, they always show good glimpses of hope against teams like Genesis, but then they play a team that we don't know, and I mean, kudos to Neo, but they just looked flat and got beat out.
Well, let's take a look at some of the Mobile One high-performance replays here and see what were some of the standout moments. Gibbs, really there were some missed opportunities across the board in Game 1, but overall, though, Pepiopi coming up huge with 2 goals, and that was goal number 1 there.
Yeah, we got to hear his name a lot from the casters as he was playing really well. Laz also with some great setups. Like, I thought he played extremely well the entire set. But Neo, like, wide open nets.
Yeah, that happened for both players multiple times, especially on the Empyreal side. It happened twice, a couple times for Neo. I think it was like once and twice as well. But goals like that should never happen. Your rotation should take care of that. And it just seems like easily stuff. Like that goal, I can't believe Fireworks hesitated on it.
I don't know why you break when there's 0 seconds. You don't have to worry about the shot coming back your way because it's 0 seconds. Yeah, it might happen, but it's like a 1 in 100 chance. You have to attack that shot.
At this point in the game, when the chance is there, you can't leave it to hesitation. Just go for it.
It seemed like he got called off because his other teammate was coming in, but if you have that shot with 0 seconds, you take it. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, we talk so much about how communication is important, and even times there are calls, and when I was casting one of the other games, he looked like he stopped, but there was a goal that led from it. In the same situation, he could have had a goal, but hesitation, if you have the better angle, take it. I mean, that's okay. Not always your call from your players and your teammates are going to be the best.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Of course, we don't have the comms, so we don't really know what the call was there.
Soon enough, right?
But soon enough, right? Hashtag soon.
Please.
But I will say, though, I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking for that team to really stand toe-to-toe with Genesis and look like a squad that could very well make it into group stages, only to fall the way that they did. But then not to take anything away from Neo, because they earned this. They fought so hard, and to get 2-0, like you could say game 1 was probably set to Empyreal, maybe not knowing. I believe Carpet even made mention to it. He said, you know, they don't know like what Neo's bringing to the table. There comes a point in time where you stop feeling them out and you start playing the way you played against Genesis. But that just never happened. This really seemed like Neo were just on point, Gibbs.
Yeah, Neo, like I said before, they were just taking it to him, and Empyreal could not answer it in any way. And as you said, like that's why there's been a borderline top 10 team. Sometimes they get these surprise wins against like a retrospect or something, but then they lose to these, like, I don't want to say no-name teams, but teams that are outside of the top 16 that we don't hear from a lot.
Yeah, and we can't emphasize it enough. I mean, you look at the teams like Laz and Krios have been in this community for a long time. They've been playing the game in and out. They just haven't found that solidified roster yet. Maybe this could be it. They have one more game they got to win, and they're in.
Yeah, there's a lot of solo players in ranked that I see. I'm like, I'm surprised I haven't seen them on a top 16 team. And maybe this is one of those cases, like these 3 met in ranked, possibly, and like, hey, we might have a chance at this. Why not try for the RLCS? And that's why this setup is so great, being open qualifier, anyone can try.
Yeah, 100%. Teams like Neo, they're what the RLCS is all about, providing opportunities for players who feel like they can make it, they can actually do it, and even players who just want to pick up games with their friends and see how far they can go, but more so for those guys who, like you said, run into another squad in ranked and say, you know what, we can make this happen. Let's make a run for it, because you never know what's going to happen. Now Neo's one step closer to getting into the group stages, and this is the most pivotal, important, just so I cannot stress how crazy these group stages are here for North America. This is it. One step closer, you're going to the live final. Imagine a team like Neo shocking the world and making it there. Like, anything is possible, but it is going to be an intense road ahead for Neo. Speaking of what's coming up next, though, we have Selfless facing off against No Capes. Now, this is a qualification match. Will A-Money and the crew, or I should say Matt and the crew, because Matt played incredible in that last series. So can Matt and the crew find their way into the group stages? We'll find out after this.